clearance. Clearance, when you ask you about clearance, what is your fear? Any fear? Clearance. Ada takut lah, clearance. How much can you write? Tell me. How much can you write? How many sentences? Betul mati, but it's okay. Now mati better than mati in exam. Betul, So now is the time to die. So the way I look at it, the more you die here, better. Because we don't want to die in the exam. We don't die in exam. So clearance, when we talk about clearance, what is the implication? What do you think is happening? You think examiner will go in? Or where would you like to be an examiner? Where you want to go in? Clearance. Okay, we have a look at that. I'll tell you what's happening. Okay. So can you imagine if you clearance, you forget this, man. These are the non-organ dependent. So if you write essay, clearance, okay, because you study physiology, correct? You got liver clearance, renal clearance. Wow, you write this, so you come out already, talk to your friends, write one textbook, Then the first start talking about SARS, smaller. What will you do? We just collapse and die. Betul not? So I put this in because sometimes people, essay, man, half the mark, but 1/3 the mark gone already. So just preparing for exam. This is more like coaching. Coaching, feeding. See, depends on, when you talk about the organs, organ dependent and organ independent. See, depend on organ. Yeah, it depends on organ. If your organ is dead, your liver is dead, it depends on the blood flow to the organ. So actually it depends on two things only. Therefore, the liver is these two things, the flow and the liver. So these two things must work together. If you're no blood flow, you're congestive heart failure, gone, then the liver is dead, gone. And clearance is standard, UVOP, and others. Look at that, few examples also. Asthma is mainly red blood cell, not really plasma, red blood cell esterase. This is plasma. This is red blood cell. So mix up, ventilator non-specific. Hoffman's and function also. Liver, okay. When we go back to liver, again, same thing. Will be your extraction ratio. Then again, your flow limited, capacity limited. When it is capacity limited, what does it mean? Capacity limited. Let's say, capacity limited. What is in your mind already? Capacity limited. Capacity limited. Saturation. Saturation, which means it will go into your kinetics, which is zero order. That means first order at low concentration of drug. Then when it's saturated, it is zero order. See, very easy. Exam, very easy. Because everything is linked. It's linked. So that means when you see liver, extraction ratio is this, and it's either 0.3 or 0.7. Low is 0.3, high is more than 0.7. Intermediate is between. The clearance depends on these three: flow, protein binding, and how good is your liver. Okay, so again, you see, so it's actually so liver again, your metabolism, either flow or enzyme, which is limiting. And when you have flow limited, it's always first order. Capacity limited, zero, first and then become zero. Give example, alcohol, Dipentone. Give a few lah, aspirin, or must know a few examples. You must know give the examples. Also because the MCQ will ask you which one. So you give the examples. And then factors affecting capacity. Let's say flow limited. Make things easy. Flow limited is only affected by blood flow. Blood flow doesn't care whether it's protein binding or not. It doesn't care about the capacity of the liver. Flow limited. And then you got the enzyme limited. Reverse lah. Doesn't care about flow because you can only makan so little. You makan durian, your mouth so small, so small, cannot eat much lah. So it's capacity limited. I will give no point. So it depends on enzymes. It also depends on the protein binding. Okay lah. So you just remember like that. Lah. Excretion. Or kidney. When you hear about excretion kidney, normally they don't ask. Normally they don't ask. They don't ask. They like to ask liver. They like to ask the liver. Enterohepatic, and also, but not so much. Kidney very rare, but if kidney excretion, always something will come out. Something will come out when asked about kidney. What do you think is going to come out on kidney? Iron trapping. So that means if they ask you about excretion, get ready your iron trapping. So kidney, very easy lah. So you need to do a physiology, nutrition, secretion, reabsorption. Then get ready lah. See, only 3 places only. This one will be like fixed principle lah. Your fix is here. This one active secretion. Active secretion doesn't care about whether it is protein binding or not. It's active for energy. For energy. And this one has this active here. This is passive. It's passive lah. It's where your iron trapping occurs. Biliary, just enterohepatic, you just read. Now see summary, this is very important. Summary. You can just be an enterohepatic. See, sometimes the glucuronated drugs, we eliminate through the drugs, either go to the, when elimination, either go to the, see, very important, elimination. When you say drug elimination, you have many organs. Liver, kidney, others. Okay. Don't forget one, lung. Lung, your GA drugs, your inhalational lungs. Don't forget that one. So enterohepatic is probably very minor. Just to tell you what I see, since I've written down there, the drugs that are glucurinated phase 2. Sometimes they go to the bowel. Then the bacteria makan, remove the glucuronide, and then they become liposoluble again. Then they get reabsorbed back. Just that's the only. Half-life. Half-life. Okay, give you 2 minutes to rest first. Then I'm going to half-life. You write before this formula, I want to read line by line. You rest first, then I go tell this. Then I ask you, what are they going to ask from here? This is also a favorite question, So wow, you find all the questions same one every year, in out, same question only. Betul lah. When we do Viva, we have to prepare the all the same every year. Pharma. I think the problem because you got no time to read, that you're silly or stupid anything, no time, they work you to death, right? Government work you to death. Actually, the government give you a medal. You know, when you graduate, they give you a KSM medal. Yeah, we are not. They give you a KSM medal. KSM medal. I think it's structure or something. A KSM medal. Oh, get a KSM medal. You don't know. Kerja sampai mati. Terrible, man. Terrible. You work, you earn less than McDonald. McDonald worker. McDonald overtime is $9 now. RM9 per hour overtime. Yours is or something. Or something per hour. Okay. Half-life. When you hear the word half-life, what is your fear? What's your fear? See, we must play chess. Main jatuh. What's your fear? Half-life. When you have asked you half-life, wow, what is your fear, man? What do you think is the next question you're going to ask? Next question. What do you think? Anybody? What do you think? What do you think will come up? What's the thing? Half-life. What do you think examiner is going to ask next? He's not going to ask you for a date, no? What do you think ask? Yes, it's there already. That's number 3. What's number 2? Can also, yeah, learning already. You're getting there already. Before constant sensitive half-time. Time constant. So they ask you, what's half-life? You and then what's the difference? Time constant. What's the difference? Time constant? What's the implication? And then after that, the world famous context sensitive half-time. See, now you understand not how they ask questions. So when you read, easy to read, they're going to ask you like that. If they don't ask you, they just ask you half-life. What are you going to do? Take over. Understand not? Take over. The name of the game is, what's the name of the game? By what? Don't let the examiner talk. Yeah. Don't let him talk. But to do that, you must know his next question and the next question. Correct? You do that. There are some brilliant students, I tell you, are so good, they are well coached. They're well coached. So I just ask one question. Before I know, he's asking already. But we also know the game. You know this fellow very good. You're not going to fail the fellow. But just let the fellow talk. You decide whether you want to give distinction or not. At that level, we are deciding whether we should give, because each question is over 10. Should I give the fellow 9 over 10 or 10 over 10? You understand not? It has to that level already. If you ask one question, kick you, ask another question, no, one kick, say something, one kick, then you will pass. So if you sit there and you just talk and the examiner never talk, smile, and then you go out, you know already distinction. You understand not? It's the name of the game. You demonstrated supreme knowledge. Demonstrate the importance of it because you understanding. Before I ask you already, answer already. You understand? You must know this. Half-life. Factors affecting half-life. PD clearance. Standard this one you must know. Clean patient. If you just stick to half-life, reach steady state, by whatever you do, whether you increase or decrease the dose, the next steady state again will be half-life. Termin dosing, time to well. Exception. Most of the exception can be irreversible. The phenoxybenzamine, unrated half-life, by redistribution. not really, the effect, not, see when you talk about tipentone, they say tipentone half-life is this, but you know it's very short acting. So you see it's either half-life of elimination or half-life of effect. The effect is by redistribution. Also half-life of effect is by redistribution. Half-life, you must know this. You must know this. These few numbers. 1 half-life, 2 half-life, 3 half-life. You must know this. Time constant. Okay, then they will move to time constant. What's the difference between time constant? Then you say, thing, and then standard MCQ. Standard MCQ, every year they ask. Which is longer, half-life or time constant? Time constant is longer. See, half-life. Baru, come here. Time constant, zoom. See, the time is more. Okay, example. First order kinetic. You must know what is the difference between first order kinetic and the first order is mainly flow limited. Flow limited, and the dose not change with the concentrated drug. You must know the zero order. Zero order means saturation. Saturation. Anything that can saturate the enzyme will be zero order. Then drugs, you got PPV just remember. MCQ. 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 MCQ, they just give example this. If you know, get marks. I think now the model is if you ask for MCQ, most of the time you ask MCQ is the determinant. Then draw. They ask you to draw. They will ask you to draw in the Viva. You must know how to draw. Plasma. A lot of people know how to draw. Zoom. Then we say, hey, what is the value there? What's the value there? This is the not log one. See, plasma, like that. Plasma, zero order. You must know this. And then when you lock it, it's different. See, this one, lock it. See, the zero order is different, opposite. You lock it. You must know, because these are Viva question. Viva question. They ask you to see there, draw how does it look like. So we want to see if its concentration time is like that. When you lock it, is straight. And then the zero order is different. And then there's another favorite question they ask you. How do you determine the time constant? No, the constant, the emission constant, the K. How do you get the K? So another favorite for first order kind. How do you get K? They always like to ask, how do I K? How do you get K? Any idea? How do you get K? It's a gradient, I think. Okay, see, it look like the definition. See, rate of emission is function. Now change. Look at this. K is actually the emission process. It doesn't change. Do not change. See K. Do not change. So how do you get K? So you get K like that. When you lock it, what is the K? Where's the K from here? You must lock it. Where's the K? The gradient. The slope of this line is the gradient. You understand now? So because in Viva, this is Viva question, no Viva. Viva. How to get K? K is the emission constant. You see, when this is straight line, does the K change or not? No, it doesn't change. So there's definition. Not change with drug. So you get K. So if the examiner asks you, so you say K is constant, does not change. Then ask you, how do you get K? Now answer now. Say lock. Lock it lah. You lock it. Lock concentration. Got a straight line. And the slope of this line is the K. See, senang. Senang lah.